Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We are here for our live stream, and I think I like this setup, so I'm going to keep doing it for, I don't know, for the next little while. Um, Today we're sitting here. I've got my coffee. I hope you've got some nice coffee as well. Some coffee, some tea, something that will help you to get through this morning's live streams. We are going to be doing some goal setting. We're going to audit our progress over the past week, and we are going to set next week's goals. It is Friday the 13th, so we're going to have a little bit of grace. We're going to have a little bit of patience. We're just going to work through. So, first things first is that if you are here, let me know if you've got some coffee. Let me know if what goals you were working on last week, but I'm going to do mine because I love to share, and I hope that you feel comfortable sharing as well. So last week's goals, I had 4 big goals last week, 4 main goals. Of course, we have all of the technical difficulties, because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? What does my screen look like? Okay, so let's start with last week's goals. I'm a side writer. I'm sorry. That is who I am at my core. So just tilt your head. Okay, so I needed to finish doing some social media assets for the Junior Black Achievement Awards. And I needed to work on the program/AGR. Next, I needed to do some masterclass work. And finally, I needed to work on my podcast. So one of the things that if you are a long time watcher, you know that one of the things is that my goals don't take effect today, even though I am setting them today. My goals run from Monday to Sunday. So even though I am reviewing these goals today and I am setting goals for next week, these goals aren't actually due until Sunday. So that helps me to not only kind of audit myself halfway through the week, but it also helps me to like make sure that I really focus on what needs to be worked on for the last couple of days of the week. It gives me a nice midpoint throughout the week so I can buckle down and get the last few things ready. If I need to do something, if I need to get something done, I can focus on it for like this last day or two. And so that's why I like reviewing and setting and auditing my goals on Fridays and then have them go into effect on Monday so that I can really set myself up for the coming week. So the Junior Black Achievement Awards, social media, I was able to do that. I needed to finish scheduling out because we are doing our award ceremony, and that's where we give away all the scholarships and stuff like that. So that happens on the 22nd of October, and I needed to be able to finish all of those social media assets. So those are all done. They're all scheduled. It makes me happy that those are done. So that's happy. Masterclass also done. I knocked both of those out. All of that stuff I tackled at the beginning of the week. So that's two of my goals. I am about 75% finished editing my podcast. This I'm going to finish up today, as so it's not done. We're at like 75%. And then we'll schedule that out today. And this I'm going to be working on through the weekend. So I'm not quite done. The draft is done. I need to just put it together and send it for proofing. So this I am on track to finish. I'll say maybe about 80%. So these are my focuses for today. After this podcast, I'm going to go and buckle down, and that's what I'm working on all afternoon. Just drinking some coffee, doing the cuddling up underneath a ginormous blanket, and just being an editor. finish doing the editor, lock myself in a dark room, and then I'll work on the program and the annual general report after that. So were you able to balance the schedule this week? Yes. Nothing crazy to announce this week. My little guy was sick. I do if you are a longtime follower, I do have a toddler, and he was sick, but he was very, very well. He's good, letting me get a little bit of work in. How many were you able to complete? At this point, I have 2 completed. Ugh, my writing is so atrocious right now. And 2 partial. But on track. And where did you find yourself falling short? Little guy was sick? And to be honest, I think I will be sick by the end of the weekend as well. So I need to give myself a little bit of grace next week. Okay, what worked? This week, literally just taking everything in stride. I would love to say that I was super, super strict and super, super organized and super time blocking using the Pomodoro technique, but I did none of that this week. This week, it was literally just working when I could, resting when I could, hanging out with little guy when I could. And I just took everything in stride. And what that is, to be honest, it's just a peek behind the curtain. I do love to be really structured in my schedule. I do love to use the Pomodoro technique and use time blocking. But sometimes you have to just go with the flow. And sometimes you have to just give yourself the grace to kind of try and work through times when you do have the energy and the capacity to be productive, and rest when you don't. Cause like I said, I feel the symptoms coming on. And by the end of this weekend, I'm going to be sick. So that's why I'm just going to focus on these tasks like editing and working on that project. I'm just gonna, hang out and cover up with comforters, blankets, drink my tea, drink my coffee, and just try and take it as easy as possible while I still get a little bit of work done, just because not every week can look super structured and, really productive. Sometimes you have to just go with the flow, and trying to fight against the current is going to cause stress and anxiety. And there have been times where I'm super anxious because I'm behind on a project, or because I didn't get as much done in a day that I feel like I could have, or I feel like I should have. And that is a lot of guilt that's usually behind that. So you don't necessarily have to, you don't have to feel guilty about that. You can just do what you can, do your best each and every day. And you will see that as long as you make that focused effort to work on the tasks that are important, you will be able to still get things done. You will still be able to go ahead and make progress. And when you take a step back, you do make so much more progress because you're not wrapped up in that anxiety and that the nerves of trying to get to somewhere that it's just not letting you get there. You're just not being able to progress. Like if you're sick, you're sick. If you have, for me, I have a little guy, and if he's sick, and that becomes the priority. So what went wrong? Little guy was sick all week. And I'm always very, very transparent that my family is always my first priority. So if my little guy is sick, that's my first priority. And you know, taking the time out to have some soup and cuddle with him is just more important than editing that video sometimes, even though I really, really want to get it edited out. But after a little while, he'll lay down, he'll have a nap, and then I can edit it while he's asleep. Was this avoidable? No. Will you do it again? Yes. It's better to avoid the stress. What will you do differently? This past week, hmm, I might try to work in the evening. But I don't want to exhaust myself. And like I said, little guys, they love their favorite thing to do when they're sick is to cough all over your face. So I know I'm getting it, and I know that's why I feel so wiped. So normally I would try and push through and do one or two tasks in the evening or work on things a little bit in the evening. But I've really been this past week just listening to my body because I don't want to get full blown sick. Like little guy was on antibiotics all week. He's on antibiotics and puffers. He had bronchitis pretty bad. So I me taking care of myself gives me more resources to fight it off instead of me trying to burn the candle at both ends with taking care of him, with helping clients, and with going through and trying to get all these extra tasks done when and that's just going to wear me out, make me even more tired, and make it more hard for me to fight it off, making it more likely for me to get sick. So I just decided to, again, just take everything in stride. Okay, what are my goals for next week? Let me pull out my planner and look at my goals for next week. Okay, so next week I do have a new podcast episode. I have a new podcast episode, both it's already filmed. I just need to edit it and schedule it. I also have a bonus video, which is also where said pen comes from. You know, I love stationery, so I want to edit and post extra video. Next, what else do I have? I want to complete outstanding. It's the AGR. And I think grant. Just looking through, those are the three big goals that I have. Yeah. Okay, those are my three big goals. I'm going to leave it at those three. I don't like having too many more than three. This week I had four, and this is kind of four because there are two on there. So let's grab my planner and let's actually put them into my planner. So this is my current planner that I'm using. I'm so excited. I just saw my 2024 planner. And it's gorgeous. Very excited for it. So I will be seeing that one soon. So if you can hear my cat, I apologize. I've locked the door, and so she's literally howling outside because, you know, she's been abandoned. She is so extra. Like the entire world is closing in because I have been, how long have I been on stream? 20 minutes. She's been left alone for 20 minutes. Oh, and there she is. Seriously, monkey. I'm so I am so incredibly sorry. Monkey. There you go. There's some love. There's some love. she's this is just life with cats. If you have a cat, you understand, obviously. But if you have a dog, then I'm sorry. There's no there's no way for me to explain. Hey, hey, down you go. Down you go. Now, no, you're not messing with the microphone, monkey. I guess I have to have like a guest co-host this on the stream this week. Okay. My cat's name is obviously Monkey. And now, of course, I have fluff all over the desk, all over everywhere. Okay, how are these goals going to help my big picture? They help me further my business goals. They help me to get the award ceremony done. No, I am so sorry. I'm just they will help me to further my business goals. They help me to get this stuff done. This one here is all about my unboxing of my subscription box. I'm thinking about making this a regular series, but we'll see. I still have to edit it, and I am not exactly a great documentarian or a videographer, so we'll see how this video is received and how it is to edit and if I am any good at it. And then we'll see if we continue on with these. But yeah, this pen, I got this pen from that box. So sneak peek. And then again, the outstand or finishing up the outstanding things for the JRBAA awards helps me to make sure that the kids from my hometown have the resources to go to university and to pursue their academic goals. And so that is really, really important to my heart. I am still working towards getting all of my stuff done for the end of the month to get that Sims pack. So that is still going to be my reward. Anyways, that brings us to the end of today's session. Somebody clearly wants my attention. My co-host here, she's not even going to let me write down the answers to these last two questions. Look at her. Look at her. This is can you imagine trying to study with one of these? I'm telling you, it's a lot. Say hello, monkey. Say hello. Oh, there you go. Belly rubs, belly rubs. Yeah, monkey I found in a dumpster. I brought her home, and now she's my cat. So when they talk about the cat distribution, what is it, the cat distribution line, the cat distribution not center, I can't remember what it is. Anyways, it is real. It is real. I found her at a clinic I used to manage. She was just her and her siblings are just abandoned, and now she is my kitten. Okay, that is the backstory of Monkey. That and and we will leave it there. I will see you next week, and until then, I hope you have an amazing adventure.